Hello, Nigeria. Welcome to the Wives Roundtable show. This right here is Wives Roundtable, and this is the show where we have you in mind. My name is Amaka Chibuzobi, and joining me right here on the Wives Roundtable show to discuss how to honor your spouse, make welcome the one, the only Bridget Eleshi. Be welcome to Wives Roundtable.
So excited to be with you today.
It's such an honor having you on the show. I call her Mama B. She's my big sister. We all in the industry call her Mama B because she's absolutely knowledgeable and she is really interested in helping people have access to this knowledge that she has so that they can make the best use of their lives as well as their relationships. So Mama B, permit me to call you that right here on the show. I'm already used to it. So let's talk about honoring your spouse. It takes two people to make a marriage work. One person cannot, no matter how invested in that marriage that one person is. If the other person is not cooperating, it's going to be an uphill task to make your marriage work when you're the only one putting in all of the effort. Now let's define honor. What does honor mean? Because this is where a lot of people get it wrong. When they hear people say honor your spouse, they say, hey, you people want me to start licking his feet, or you people want me to start taking everything she says. Is that what honor is? What exactly is honor, especially as it pertains to marriage?
Okay, for marriage, honor is almost the same thing as respect. Okay? And so you're showing the person that you esteem the person. And it's not just in your action. Because some of us are quick to put action into place in terms of honor. And then in your words, in your thoughts, in your deeds. So I will say when you want to honor someone, it's not just the action. Let me just share a quick story. So I went to church one day and somebody was speaking and talking about honor. Honor your husband, and you know how you come, you kneel down and things like that. And don't call him by his name and stuff. I call my husband by his name. That's number one. Then two, it's, yes, I'm used to respect because I come from a tribe where respect and honor is important. Interestingly, my father's name means respect in my dialect. So you know what that means. So I came and, you know, after everything, I just knelt down like, you know, to greet. He was like,
what's going on?
As in, the way
your leg break.
Oh my God, the way he ran off. Like, what is that? He said, no, that's not how you respect me. That's not how to show honor. So, number one is know that how you honor someone is different. To one person, the kneeling down is okay. To one person, is your words. To another person, respect and honor means telling me what you're doing with your life, carrying me along. So, honor means different things to different people. In every culture, there's honor. So, every marriage, every person has their code of honor. So for some people, it's okay, come and kneel down. If you have some tribes in Nigeria where they are very good at that, have you seen a child that you tell, kneel down there? The person has done something wrong and he's saying, I'm kneeling down, but I'm standing up in my heart. So some people, some people can actually do all the, you know, action, all the show, but their words are hurtful.
And their
hearts bitter. That's not honor. It starts from within. And it presents itself the way you speak, the way you serve. So I'll use a clear, just simple acronym, VIPS. So the way you say VIPs, so it's VIPS.
Yes.
So honor that person verbally. I'll give an example. Honor the person intellectually. Honor that person, you know, in terms of his personality, who he is. Honor the person through service. So at the end of the day, you are honoring the person the way the person wants to be honored. And as married couples, we all have our love language. For some people, it's words of affirmation. For some people, it's spending quality time. For some people, it's service, act of service. For some people, it's physical touch. For some people, it's you giving the person gifts. So how do you honor that man in your life? How do you honor that woman? The first thing I always tell people, what does respect? Because honor is respect. What does it mean to you? For a man, that is their, in quotes, love language. That's their love language. But at the same time, the woman too wants respect. You
Absolutely.
don't say, oh, you want love. No. Love without respect is nothing.
It's nothing.
Respect without love is also nothing, because everything should come from a place of love. So how do you love and honor your spouse? Be it a male or female spouse. How do you honor the person? So verbally, how are you talking to the person? There are some people, when they talk to their men, especially now I'm addressing the woman. How do you talk to a man? First of all, ask him, what does respect, or what will I do to honor you? How do I address you? How do I talk to you that you will feel honored? I know people that they have throne chairs in their house where it's like a special chair for daddy, and nobody can sit there. So even if daddy is not there,
the chair is empty.
Chair
Every
is
other
empty.
person will sit on
you
it.
can't sit there. That is honor. That's how they know how to honor. That's how they probably saw their mom honoring their father. So they have special mugs, special cups, special plates, you know. So they don't just serve the man with any plates. They have special plates. That's for a wife. So it depends. But then some is the title. It's not just calling him baby. He's not just calling him honey. Some is my king. And when they wake up, king, are you awake? I have a friend that calls her husband His Excellency. That's honor to her.
And that's honor to him as well.
To him as well.
Yes, yes.
Some, it depends on the pet name, and it depends on what you're calling him. Sometimes I call my husband my CEO. And somebody like, what does that mean? I say, he's my chief encouragement officer. That's honor. So you can do it verbally. So the words you say, how you say it, my son taught me how to honor by looking at him when he's talking. He's not my spouse, but the day he said that the moment you're talking, mommy, look at me. My husband just shook his head like, when she's talking, she's multitasking. She's looking at her phones. She's turning. A man that wants attention wants you to look at him when you're talking. That is honor.
Yeah.
So verbally, as you're talking to him or her, you're looking at the face like, okay. And then if it's affirmation, somebody that loves affirmation, before you even say anything, you're saying, oh, you look so beautiful. My wife is this, my wife, my husband. And you're verbally honoring the person. And then verbally is also how you talk to others outside. Some people don't know how to even gossip good about their spouse. All they know is the bad thing he or she has done. So they can't even say anything good to say, oh, this one is a good man. Okay, we know he's not so good to you. But is he a good father? Is he good to others? Whatever is good in him, can you just gossip about it?
Gossip about the good.
Because that is bringing honor to him.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a feel-good thing to know that my wife or my husband can say something good about me.
Absolutely.
Is it her food that is good? Oh, my wife cooks so well. Oh, this food is beautiful. Don't just eat and leave it. She's wearing something nice. Have you told her, oh, you look great? Because the person wants to be honored verbally.
Yeah.
So verbal honor is key. How you speak to him or her is very, very key. Please talk to them as if you're talking to a king. If you want to call him His Excellency, Our Excellency, it's okay. You want to call, some people call their wives, you know, sweet names. Call the names and mean it, because it's from within. Don't be the one that will say, oh, I'm calling you this, but in my heart, you are a bitter woman. You are a bitter man. People do it.
Yeah.
So you have to honor them verbally with your words. It's honor. You're talking, look at them. And they're talking, don't interrupt, because some of us talk so much as in the man, before he can put in a word, it's been said, research, that women, you know, generally will say more than the men.
Like 3 or 4 times
okay
more.
Except the man's temperament too, maybe he's sanguine, he talks and everybody. Generally the woman says more. So then you're talking and you're having a conversation, you don't even allow him say anything. Before he say, you've jumped in. Before he says this, you've jumped in. And he can't express himself. You're not honoring him. So verbally honor him.
Okay, so you've told us how we can honor our spouses verbally, but we still have IPS, right? Yes. So let's go for a very quick break. When we come back, tell us how we can honor our spouses intellectually, with their personality, and with service. Now, another thing I want you to tell us before the show ends is how can we figure out how our partners want to be honored? Because now I know it might be awkward for some people to walk up to their spouses to say, Oga or Madam, please, sorry, I need you to tell me how you want me to honor you. Like the person could say, when did that one start? You know, that kind of thing. But this person asking could genuinely just want to know. Yes. So we're going to discuss all of that right after this quick break. Do not go anywhere. This is still the Wives Roundtable show. My name is Amaka Chibuzobi, and I still have with me Bridget Eleshi. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're still discussing how to honor your spouse. And of course, I have with me my guest, Bridget Eleshi. So far, she has told us about honoring our partners verbally. We still have 3 more ways to go on how we can honor our partners. So Bridget, tell me, how do we honor our partners intellectually?
Okay. So the truth is, everyone has something to give. Yeah. And most times I tell people, even if you didn't go to school, life is a school. And so people have what we call native intelligence.
Yes.
So if you marry a woman or a man and then you don't honor him intellectually, it's a problem, because I've seen a lot of women especially do that, where they can go ask their pastors, their boss for things. Yes, you say, oh, the person knows something, but you don't even go to your husband to ask your husband, oh, can you help me with this? Can you contribute to this? What do you think about this? Thank you. That's the word.
Yes.
What do you think about this? So you are honoring the person.
Other people. You're honoring other people except
his
your
or
partner.
her contribution. I've seen a man with a wife that is a lawyer. One day we were having a conversation and he said, please shut up. What do you know about this?
What?
It was yes. And I was like, later, I had to, because I didn't want to make it. I was hot. I kept quiet for a long time. And later I told him, you don't talk like this.
No, that's not proper.
This woman, for her to even go to school, go to law school, means she's intelligent up there. So whatever conversation, you don't shoo her or shut her down like that.
Absolutely.
You don't do that. So
absolutely,
that man has not respected his wife intellectually, because he feels, oh, you don't know anything. No, even if it's your business and you feel she doesn't have enough knowledge, she can say something that would trigger something else that will help you.
In my own experience, I've noticed this more with guys than with women. So a woman, you know, because of our nature, we generally just talk a lot. So sometimes a woman can just be talking at the husband. Let me not even say to, because most times the guy is not even paying attention, but she's just talking because, you know, this idea just comes in and she's expressing herself. But I've got this as a report from more women than from guys, saying my husband doesn't value my opinion.
Doesn't listen.
My husband doesn't listen to me. One even told me that her husband, if she gives him a suggestion, he will not say anything. And then somebody outside gives him that exact same suggestion, he will now come and be telling her about a wonderful suggestion that somebody gave him, which is the exact thing she had given him. So he doesn't, it's as if he doesn't just, when she's saying it, it's like water pouring on stone. He doesn't even just pay attention. But when somebody else says it, he sees the brilliance in it. And she's like, but that's the exact thing I just told you, or I told you a few days ago. So she constantly complains of how stupid, you know, he makes her feel. Yes.
It happens. And you're right with the guys, it happens that way. And when he's picking the other idea, the truth is what she has said has sparked off something, but then the way the person will say it, because it has happened to me with my husband. The first one was like a Zoom meeting. They called both of us to speak. We're called Team Election. So they called us to speak, and he wore a particular shirt. And I'm like, guy, take off this shirt. But then sometimes I can be very blunt and brutal. So the way I said it, you know, like, I don't know what I called, but I said it to him, it was annoying. So he just
he said, I won't remove that.
I'm not removing it. So when I had another program and the guy decided to change, I'm like, why are you changing the shirt? You've already done this. Let's go. He said, no, I'm changing. I want to change it. I said, why? But I told you before, you didn't change. So why are you changing? He said, the way you said it before. So I said, okay. So the way you also talk and give the ideas, the way you talk to the person. So sometimes they're not listening because maybe the way you speak might just be insulting. Oh, you should know this
you
now.
Should have
even
known
babies will know that if you do it this way. So the way you talk sometimes will put him or her off, and they don't listen anymore. So for the guys, please let your wife know that you're paying attention and what she's saying is valid, and keep it there. We'll come back to it. It's just simple. I will think about this, and when you come, oh, this other person said this, but it was the same thing you said. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Acknowledge it.
Acknowledge it, because that will make her say more.
She will go and continue thinking, like, I need to support my husband with my brain. Honestly,
Yes.
it really, really helps. And
Yeah.
you know, we don't, a lot of people don't know these things. A lot of people
That's
don't know
why
these
we're
things.
doing this.
Yes, a
That's
lot
why
of people
you're doing it.
don't know that these are some of the little things.
Yeah.
They are little, but they are absolutely
Very
huge
true.
as well.
Yeah.
These are the little things that make marriages work, and I agree with that. So
Yeah.
now let's talk about
The
personality.
personality, okay? Why I decided to bring this into it is for us to know that people are different.
Yeah.
We're all a product of nature and nurture. And so everyone has a temperament.
Okay.
So how do you honor the person based on their personality and honor them physically? So honor is not just in words. It's not just you verbally, intellectually. You still honor the person physically.
Yeah.
And then based on their personality, based on the things that they like, where they're coming from. For someone like my husband, that I had to personally ask, how do I honor you? How do I respect you? And he told me, you're kneeling down, greeting, those are not things that move me. I want to know the things going on in your life. I want to be involved. That's how you honor me. I want to know. It's not as if, oh, I go out and somebody is telling me, oh, your wife is doing XYZ. And I get to hear outside. Same thing some men complain.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Some women will complain, oh, my husband does not tell me anything.
Anything.
So you too, you don't tell him anything. You've not honored him as the person in your life. This is your best friend. This supposedly, in a healthy relationship, your spouse is supposed to be the closest person to you. Closer than even your parents. Because some people will honor and value their parents, more than
their spouses.
So know them, know where they're coming from, know their personality. Is the person a sanguine? Is the person a choleric? Is the person a melancholy? Is the person a phlegmatic? Know how they relate and honor them based on their personality. Physically honor them. So if you are with a personality, he's cool, he's calm, he's laid back a bit. You want to say being laid back is lazy. He's not lazy. He just takes its time. So when you say, my husband is very, very lazy, what you've done is you've dishonored him verbally. Oh, my wife is lazy. Hey, she will sleep on this thing for years. Oh, what year? You know, so when you're even talking, it's there. But when you let that person be, you know his temperament. A phlegmatic will want to laze around, will want to sleep. That's how they reboot. You know, say, you're sleeping too much. This, that. You're giving that person headache. So you need to understand the person's temperament and honor his personality and honor him physically. What else can you do to help him or her?
Absolutely. What you're just saying now, it just speaks to me, because there's some people married to sanguines, people that are,
bubbly,
vibrant, fun, they talk a lot and all of that. And honoring them could be just listening. Listening those times they have those brain waves or something, or you just chip in one or two things. But when you're constantly shutting them down, shut up, you talk too much, that and that, it could be very dishonoring.
Yeah. This example you gave was what happened to me. I think early part of our marriage, I don't know where my husband went to, and he said he had listened to her. And so he would come home like, how was your day? He's not just asking how was your day casually.
He really wants to know.
He wants to know, and he will wait. And then I will tell him everything.
That's honoring you.
After I finish, he will not say, should have done it this way, should have done it that way. And then the next day I'll go to my office and I'll say, my husband saved you. You know, I've been planning to do XYZ to you. But when I spoke to my husband, he said this. Because now, he didn't honor me just verbally.
Listening.
He listened, he contributed intellectually, and then it helped me to make a decision. So he also honored my personality. Absolutely. By knowing that, she's sanguine, she needs to talk, and then knowing that the woman talks more than a man. That feedback also helped him. She needs to exhaust her many words, so let me listen. So even if he was not really listening, but
he was just
being there as a sounding board helped me take decisions, helped me to relate with others. Absolutely. So honor the person, personality,
based on
and
their
physically.
personality.
Yes.
Absolutely. And
honor
then
them.
service.
If your wife loves chocolates, for example, yes, you don't want her to, you eat too much chocolate. No. Once in a while, you just buy the chocolate, you're coming home, and you give her chocolate. Absolutely. Your wife loves ice cream. You don't want her taking ice cream every day. Once in a while, you just come and give, you know her special flavor. You know what she likes. You get it and you serve her. Then if it's somebody that loves act of service, how can I serve you? My husband serves me by, sometimes weekends I have speaking engagements, he will tell me, no need to get the driver. I'll carry you around. Oh, wow. And sometimes my movement is not straight. I can tell you. I'm going here, and then I'll say, oh no, I forgot something. I need to see this person. This person is within this area. Let me see the person. And he's there, quiet, and just driving me round about.
Wow, that's so sweet.
That's honor.
So now, very quickly, just tell us 2 quick ways, or even one, how we can find out how to honor our spouses.
So basically, it's by asking questions, because what you think you know is different from what the person wants. So first of all, you observe the person to say, okay, what is the person's love language? How does the person want to be loved? If you know that, and then you ask. So it's your husband, it's your wife. Ask, how do you think, or how do you want me to honor you? How do you want me to listen to you? And when you ask, especially when you are in a playful mood, the person will say something.
Yes, true.
And
observation also helps, because there are certain things that we hammer on. Like, you didn't do this. Why don't you do it? You now know, oh, this person wants me to do this.
Yeah.
Like for me, in the early part of the marriage, I used to tell my husband, you don't listen to me. You're not listening. You're not, you know. So now he knows he ought to listen.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So there's subtle signs that will tell you this is what this person would love me to do. And then some are just blunt. They will tell you this is it. Boom, like this. This is how it should be. So guys, it's just all about honestly having the interest of the other person in mind. Marriage is absolutely beautiful. It's a very, very beautiful institution. It's enjoyable only if the 2 people involved decide to make it beautiful and enjoyable. So guys, whether you're a guy or a woman right now listening to us on this show, go back and honor your spouse, because that's what your marriage needs. You can also be couple goals for others. All it just needs is just a little tweak to how you treat your partner. Treat them well. Everybody wants love. Everybody wants respect. Thank you so very much, Bridget, for coming on the show. It's always such a pleasure having you on the Wives Roundtable show. I know you will be here another time. We'll bring you,
definitely,
because we absolutely love to hear from your wealth of experience. My name is Amaka Chibuzo. Until I come your way next week, love everyone around you, but most importantly, love yourself, because you can't give what you don't have. Bye, my friends.